Hello and welcome from the sidelines of the ICR 2023 conference here in Orlando, Florida. I'm Jarrett Banks, editor at large of IPO Edge, CorpGov, and Exec Edge, joined by my guest here, Tim McLaughlin, the CEO of GoTab, which is a restaurant commerce platform helping restaurants, breweries, pubs do business better. Tim, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be here.
Now, you are the CEO, but you're also the co-founder of GoTab. What started this whole journey that you've been on?
Funny story, maybe not uncommon actually. I started as a technologist and did software for 12 years, consulting integrations for e-commerce, and then sold that company, ended up owning a couple breweries, and then realized, wow, technology in the restaurant space is very different from how it is in my old life, e-commerce, and set out to solve that. So it started with payments, headed into ordering, kitchen operations, point of sale, and then it's all kind of grown since then.
Fantastic. Now, you're at $250 million in transactions.
It's gone up since
It's gone up since then. Tell us more.
Well, we're hoping to end this next year on, well, I guess this year around a billion in processing. We continue to hit new numbers every quarter. So the goal, the way we look at it is if we create more revenue for our clients, then we can justify our existence as a technology company. So we are totally correlated to their performance. So growth in revenue or volume, GMV, is growth in revenue for GoTab.
Okay, and you've also had some success in your multi-vendor sales. What can you tell us about that?
That's a very unique product we rolled out this last year. It really allows you to have multiple vendors, think food hall, but also think outside of a food hall. What that lets you do is you have, taco place, a burger place, and say a cocktail place all under one roof. There's an error message on there, but I don't know if that's a problem.
That's a
okay. It allows you to put all these things under one roof, and then as a consumer, you can order on one QR across all the businesses. So the idea of having an open tab across, all three of those restaurants, whether it be on an RFID card, another feature we have, on a QR, or even at the point of sale. So if you're with your family there and you want tacos, and say your spouse wants, burgers, you don't have to close and pay at each one. It's better for the operators and it's better for the business.
That sounds super convenient. Can you give us some examples, some names that you're working with, some brands?
Yeah, that's the thing. Food halls are a new emerging category. There's 300 in the US. There's about 70 more that we know of that are being built. And then there's actually a whole bunch of permutations that we don't think of as food halls. So the food halls we work with are some of the big destinations, like we have one in Colorado that is called Golden Mill. It's actually one of the best new food hall in Colorado for 2022. And it's also the highest volume beer wall in the country. So they sell an amazing amount of beer in an automated system. So it's called Golden Mill. It's in Golden, Colorado. One other really remarkable one in Minneapolis is Malcolm Yards. Again, these are independent. Most of them are building more.
Right.
So they're all growing, but they're not, national brands, because even the largest ones have maybe less than 10 units.
Okay. Talk to us about your range of solutions, from QR codes to the GoTab Pass.
Sure. So we started as QRs. That the reason for that was the early understanding of customer experience is that people don't like standing in lines.
Right.
So if you can scan a QR and you can order to your table, and remember, we were doing this in 2018.
Okay.
That was very unconventional then. We kind of got a fair amount of ridicule, to be honest, for doing it.
You were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, we were ahead of the curve. And as a result, people could scan the QR, order food, order a drink, have it come to the table, delivered by a server, so you can hang out and talk with your friends. And there is a plus to talking to the staff, for sure. We love, servers. We love people, and that's a great thing, but it's not when you just want another drink, and that means you have to leave your people you're hanging out with. So we like to facilitate both. We started as a QR, now we have the POS. Our belief is that having everything is kind of sell it to them however they want it. That's how we.
So if I start out at the bar,
Yeah.
I can seamlessly move to my table under the same check.
You're touching on a really cool feature we rolled out, actually have a provisional patent on as well, called Easy Tab. And what it lets you do is go to the bar or even the host stand, open a tab with a credit card, kind of the old school way. So you dip the credit card, you tap the credit card, and then instead of having to come back to the bar to close your tab or coming back to the bar to order another drink, so you've done everything normal, you ordered from the server or the bartender, you went to your table and you want another drink, but you don't feel like standing in line, right? Again, we're avoiding that whole line problem.
That's right.
So you had a good time the first time. You're like, the idea of standing in line for a second beer, not so compelling. You scan that QR and it's already got your card on file. So you don't type anything in, your tab's already open and your second beer comes to your table with 3 clicks. So no account setup, no credit card typing, none of that stuff. It's pretty fantastic.
Got it. Now you've also launched the GoTab Pass.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that?
That's a particularly interesting tech. It's not for everything. Food halls, resorts, actually we're in a resort right now. You have a room key, right?
Right.
So that room key's got an RFID chip in it. That chip should be, in theory, usable as a payment token, right? If you walk up to buy a coffee at Starbucks in the Marriott here, you should be able to just tap your room key on the terminal and say, yeah, charge to my room, right? I think you should.
Absolutely.
You can't, but that's what our tech lets you do. Is if
Okay.
you're in a food hall, it's actually really compelling in food halls where they want to have a party. You have, say, Microsoft's having a corporate event. What they don't want to do is tell everybody, walk around and just charge to Microsoft or something, because then everybody in the food hall is now going to charge everything to Microsoft as soon as they catch wind of that.
Got
So
it.
what they do is they issue RFID cards for the group, and then everybody walks around, they can put spending limits, they can do all kinds of cool stuff. But it becomes like a temporary payment method.
Got it. Now you are in the US. Are you in other countries? Are there plans for expansion?
We're in the US, we're in Canada, we are going to the UK next. There's some other Europe, well, actually, there's a number of countries after that, but UK is the next runner-up.
Got it. Now, we just turned into 2023. What are you most looking forward to this coming year?
Less invention and more growth. Like we don't have to, we have so many incredible technologies that we've built. A lot of them just need to get more awareness probably in the market so that we can start showing people what the customer experience could be like, or the guest experience could be like, because a lot of the things we do, nobody's ever seen or experienced.
All right. That was Tim McLaughlin, the CEO of GoTab, here from the ICR Orlando Conference. Signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.